Today we are doing nothing but practicing with our Sultai scam deck. I won't hear it. This is the deck. We're just practicing with it. There's no tuning it, just playing. Play some ladder. Maybe at some point we'll find some opponents who are willing to play more specific matches. Tomorrow I'm going to play against Strasky some. But today he's taking the day off. That being said, we're gonna just play. Yeah, how? Okay. I'm a little loud, I think. Let's go. Restless Vinestalk. I know what this is. Yeah. We're gonna Deceit. Although if we don't Deceit, then we need a Kavaero Deceit. So I don't want to not dead after all the Deceit here, especially if it's just this deck. Okay. Sentinel. Lakeside is another tap land. Should we just take Elf? I think so. Take Elf, Emptiness, the Gene. Seems good. So we actually cannot use Not Dead After All this time. We don't have triple black. But we can just Emptiness, it's not a big deal. If I'd taken a Roboroid, could have Cavaero'd in a Roboroid. Maybe that would have been better. I feel like in hindsight, that was the better play. Alright. I mean, I could just let this go. No, I kind of can't. It's pretty rough, actually. We're in pretty big trouble if they just go on tap land and I don't draw removal or something. Okay. It's not quite the removal we're referring to. Hello? What's going on, playlist? Cloned Emptiness deals with it? Yeah. Till they bounce it or Crater Hoof it or something, but it does deal with it. Yeah, I think we messed up. I think because of Sentinel, we should have just taken a Roboroid, because Kavaero gets basically turned off. Oh. Kavaero gets turned off because of the Sentinel now, and okay, that's helpful. Wait, I can't cast this. Oh my god. Disaster. Guess I grab Gene Pollinator. Sure. We're still okay with Formidable. If we draw a land, we can get to go. Oh, that was good for them. I was gonna say this is a 6-drop, so we can go Formidable Speaker into Sunderflock. But now Can't quite do that. Should just maybe do it on a Roboroid. 6 mana. 5 power. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play. I'll attack with just this. Play Formidable Speaker. I think that's better. Travel on my right. Definitely punted though. I should have taken a Roboroid. Left him with the Landwar Elf. Like with double Kavaero, it's just so good to have Kavaero on a Roboroid. The game basically ends. I just put myself in a position that I could easily lose this game. Sure, I recently got to Mythic for the first time with mono black Moonshadow aggro. It's starting to feel like it doesn't have enough answers though. Been waiting to craft one of your decks, but can't decide between the Grixis Elemental Reanimator and the Sultai Reanimator you played a few weeks ago. The deck suggestions for a few in your play. I would focus on getting lands actually, and I think that's probably the best way to get when you're getting back into the game or you're a new player. Either draft or get lands. If you want to spend a lot of money, you can just, you know. When it comes to the Reanimator decks, Grixis or Sultai, both are pretty solid. Both are good. I mean, I think it's more just whatever you prefer, whatever your playstyle is. Whatever you enjoy more. I personally enjoy the Grixis more, but not to say that it's better. I think this format is very rock, paper, scissory, so... Alright, 1 second. What am I doing here? I think we want to kill the Oroboroid before we bounce it. Yeah. Kill the Ori B before we bounce it. Bounce the Kavaero, and the next one we can Oroboroid the Kavaero. They might have a Detect Intrusion here. Looks like they maybe do? I don't know. Whatever. Negative +1/+1 counters should be -1. That is how math works. Supposed to tap the aura in case they did what? Like what does that accomplish? What are they? Detect? Oh, if they counter the Sunderflock, like the Sunderflock was getting uncounterable because of Cavern of Souls. You're saying if they countered the bounce part, then I can leave my 2/4 in play? Sure. I wasn't going to attack with it anyways, but sure. Yeah. But is that even better than just... Well, the downside is using, like, not letting Auto-Tapper do it for me. That's the downside. And that is a legitimate downside. Good morning. Did you talk about the AC metagame overview yet? Is it public already? Because I was sent it in the group chat. It is? Well, we can talk about it, but we basically hit the nail on the head, like, perfectly to the T. So, I'm very happy with our deck choice based on the metagame that we predicted. We predicted the exact metagame. Now the question is, based on the metagame we predicted, is this deck actually a good choice? That's a different question. Because we have not played a lot of games with this deck, it was a lot of theorizing. But we definitely predicted the exact meta. Yesterday I said Mono Green Landfall first, Lessons, Cub. Those are the top 3 decks. It's going to be about 50% of the field. And we were exactly on the mark. So I even gave the order. I did say Cub. I said Cub was 3. I said Cub was 3, Doomsday was 4. Yeah, I did. I said Simic, but Simic Cub. No, I did not say Reanimator. I didn't think Reanimator was going to be big. If Reanimator was going to be big, we would have played... shit, 1 second. Let me sideboard. What am I doing? 16 seconds. Let's trim some of these. Sure. I definitely did not say Reanimator, since we would not have played this deck if I have mentioned Reanimator. It was Demons, you said? Yeah, but I said top 3 are Lessons, or sorry, Mono Green, Lessons, Cub, and Reanimator, I think. Pretty sure I said Reanimator is going to be the 4th deck, because this deck is not a good matchup against Reanimator, so I was kind of hoping it would be on the downswing. And then I also said, you said Lessons, Demons, Mono Green. I don't think so. Also, even if I said it, it doesn't mean that's what like, we were talking about it for a few days. I've said multiple things. Maybe that time I said it, but for the most part, our build here is against Mono Green, Lessons, and Cub. So. They said go, they're gonna meringue. Let's play Formidable Speaker. Question is if we want to discard a Sunderflock and get it keen-eyed or whatever. I think it's fine to just discard Sunder. I could also discard a land and just grab like an Emptiness maybe. Deals with a Robroid, which they don't have. There's so many lands. Let's hit your land. I think I like Emptiness here. Harvester's okay too. Yeah, I think we like Emptiness here. No meringue. Double blue. Yep. 4 mana. I feel so rough. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Alright, let's play Emptiness here. Yeah, we'll do Cavern on Elemental. Trusioned it. Bounce off on the Robroid. Okay. Sneak this in. Alright, no attacks. Yep. Yeah, this just seems like a good Glarb turn. Oh, actually, Keen-Eyed is maybe better. Let's do both. So used to know. We can do both. We can play Glarb. Yeah, that works. So low. How is this deck against the top 3 meta decks in AC? Perfect, Tools. This is what we tried to do. So exactly the way we predicted. Somebody would say, somebody would disagree, but I disagree with them. These are supposedly our top 3 best matchups, so that's the plan. Make an upkeep stop. Yeah, seems like hard casting this is pretty good. I mean, it's either that. We could also Formidable Speaker for a Wistfulness. That might be better. If 3 mana. Another Wistfulness, though. Creature lands, instant. Seems fine. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't trust our mana here. We just need blue. The stranger. Nice, Sunderflock. Could probably just discard a land. It's fine. And pass the turn. Anyone out here? I think we're the only Glarbers. Well, there might be one Sultai Reanimator player who is playing Glarb as well. But yeah, not a lot of Glarb in the tournament. Okay. Well, we don't need all of these, but I guess I'll take them. I mean, still pretty strong. Hold full control. Why not just sweep through times? Yeah. Why not play the one from the top? Oh, did I not play the one from the top? I thought I did. Oh, yeah, obviously should have. Yeah. I got excited playing double Sunderflocks. But yeah, definitely better to play the one from the top. Just draws us a card. Try again tomorrow. Try again tomorrow. Sunderflocked. Squadron Hawk. Squadron Flock. Alright, good start. Of course, Sunderflock scam is the best thing you can do against the Cubs regardless, so I am very happy with our list. The deck choice. The question is if this deck is actually good against those decks, because in theory they are, but who knows in reality, you know? Like maybe we say we're good against Cub Lessons in green, but in reality we're like 52%, But then we're like 40% against the other deck, so it's not actually worth the sacrifice. I never know what to do with these lands. I guess double Stoning Town. Should probably play both. Maybe it's okay to have a tap land. I just play Overgrown Tomb into Cavern. Good luck, Raphael. One of our viewers, one of the chatters. I have a feeling we're playing against our Monobu Wagon deck. We're gonna get destroyed. We're gonna get big destroyed. Yeah, Buddha, that's why it's just all in theory, right? Like, it's all theory crafting. And the mono green decks are really good, so seems like I think we made a good choice. But the power level of this deck is a little bit lower than something like Doomsday or Sultai Reanimator. But like, our deck that we're playing right now, for example, is a huge underdog to Monobu Wagon. I mean, it's like, not that Monobu Wagon is like a real deck in the format. It's not. We're basically, me and some people who watch me and, you know, play it, but seems like a terrible matchup. You have, like, same cards but more card advantage, deadly cover-ups, while we have Sunderflocks. No counters, not enough discard. Okay, what are we doing here? Is it just an Emptiness situation? Hardcast Emptiness attack? I think so. Now the amount of utility from this deck and other elementals build, especially with Spider-Man, I think it's well positioned into any deck outside the mirror, but I have kind of like the mirror of the elementals. I think you're right on the money. Yeah, I think we were right on the money as well. Just a little bit concerned that this deck is not very tested. Like, one person played it at the Pro Tour, didn't do well, so. Thinking Evoke Emptiness into Kavaero. I think that plays a little bit too much into Deadly Cover-Up. Like, I'd rather just use one spell. Honestly, can't change it, just briefly about what you can, yeah. Yeah, the one thing we can do is just have a good sideboard plan for system decks. That would be nice. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna refill my water real quick. Okay, sorry. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We have a guy. Do we even have a play? Guess we minus our guy here. Black. Black. Blue? Sure. I should probably still just play Sunderflock. Like, force him to have another deadly cover up. It's a 5/5 flyer. Hey, Day of Black Sun won't deal with these. Okay. I think we want to be more aggressive and like get rid of the Kavaero here with the Deceit. Because this is just a 2/2. We can attack. Yeah, let's grab that. Alright. Sure. Oh, come on. That's the perfect card. Because now we can go day for 6 as well. We're on the mill plan. Okay, so Formidable Speaker we want to find. I guess a Deceit. No, maybe our own Ygra. Ygra seems reasonable. Kavaero on Deceit maybe to get rid of the Wistfulness. That seems okay too. Okay. Well, I was gonna play Formidable, so let's hold it. We could grab a... probably Kavaero or Wistfulness, right? Can go Deceit and bounce the Wistfulness. Make sure they discard like a deadly cover-up. They've already played 2. Or we could just play Wistfulness. Draw cards, exile this, that seems fine. But we're worse against a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think it's Kavaero. make sure to, like, let's just bounce the Wistfulness and discard. Okay. Then we just bounce Formidable Speaker now. It's not so bad. And also, we chose blue and black. We could Wistfulness and just draw cards. Could just grab another Ygra. Actually, that might be better. Right? Ygra or discard Formidable Speaker? You should probably just bounce the Speaker. That could be another Ygra later if we need, like next turn if we need to. Or a removal spell versus a creature we have to kill. Nice. Thanks, Lazy. Appreciate it. Nice. Okay. Cool. Let's get rid of Hex. Probably get rid of these as well. And a few of these. And a few of these. And a few of these. And that's that leaves us with a lot of sideboarding. Awaken, Glarbs, Vivien, Wrench, Riddlers, Conundrum. Nah. Nah. I don't know. Not really a big fan of this Emptiness, but also none of these are good, so sure, we'll do an Emptiness. You can get back Glarb. Got our colors. We're gonna tactics back. Okay. Yeah, our hand's kind of crappy. We're just a Glarb away, though. Just one Glarb away. They're one blue mana away, though, from stock up, so. Oh. That's huge. That's huge. Can take the stock up. No. I don't know if I like that play. Because you got your own Deceit. So it's like... Yeah, but I don't think we care that much about our Deceit. We have it of their own, so... If we drew... Even if we drew a Kavaero, which we didn't even have one, but... That was a good draw. Riddle me this. Yeah, that was a damn good draw. Yeah. Riddler. Speaker would be great too, because Speaker into Riddler is amazing. Awaken. Okay. Guess we get the wagon. Jesus. Oh. I had to look at my mana for a second to check we can cast it. That is a big game. That is a huge game.
When I win, you're gonna stay out of my way. We adapt to any situation.
Yeah. Not gonna get anything from Awaken here. But the Vivien Reid is not bad.
You can't bury the creatures of this world in steel and stone.
Riddler's Vivien's basically like another Riddler that you can't tutor for. Like, it's a card advantage, 5-drop that can swing a matchup. Wouldn't say it's like much better than Riddler, honestly. Stole my Deceits, all 4 of them. I guess 2 of them are already gone. So best they could do is Riddler, Kavaero. Kavaero does nothing. Okay. Let's try to find a Wistfulness here. Or a Glarb.
We're the predators.
I don't mind a Glarb.
You're the prey.
I don't mind a Frog. And another Glarb. One Ton Bunny, thank you for the prime. Thanks, buddy. So I get to shoot the sheriff. Oh, Reef. I get to shoot the sheriff, the Riddler. Yeah, let's just plus here. Not gonna randomly play Wistfulness.
Oh, I've made lots of friends in this town.
I guess we'll leave it back. Even though they don't block. I mean, there's a Reef, kill Wistfulness, attacks me, kills the Vivien Reid. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Wrench will be huge here, though. Okay.
I choose fight.
Wheelie Boy J. Thank you for the prime. Good luck at AC 11, King. Thank you. And I appreciate you calling me King. Finally, somebody says it. Someone gives me the title I deserve. Now I can see that I'm beating my own deck. It's not really fair though. I've literally played more games with this deck than anybody in this world. That was a good turn though. Stole everything from me. Took Wistfulness and Deceit. Still got their own. Can go Riddler here. Which cards do we have in our deck? Yeah, I think we just want a Riddle. I think we... Oh, it's between Riddle or Glarb, but we already played a land. Let's just really Riddle. Let's Riddle it up. Yeah, that's another reason too. This could just get back with... Can just get back the Glarb.
You can't bury the creatures of this world in steel and stone.
Let's grab a Reef. Yeah, your turn. Yeah, Vivien's a good one of. I agree with that. Glarbin. The Glarbin. Got one more in the graveyard, so we can still Emptiness it back. They already put a land? Yeah, sure. Okay. They could draw their cards. I'll Vivien Reid kill it. We gotta kill the Glarb as well. Discard a card. Boom.
We're the predators. You're the prey.
There, we found him again. How was I invited to AC 11? We qualified through a historic qualifier weekend thing. Went through the process. Historic. Day 1, day 2, good record. We don't have any more Deceit or Wistfulness or Deceits. Do have... Alright, let's do this.
We adapt
Another
to
our
any
own Ygra.
situation.
Or Formidable Speaker for Ygra's. At this point, we can, yeah, just do a Ygra. 19 cards in our deck. Damn. Things are getting out of hand here. Reef. Is it worth sacrificing a Ygra to kill? We have 19 cards in our deck. 17. Let's go to combat. I can't really attack with anything but Kavaero anyways, but the flyer anyways. So we'll just do it like that. Pass turn. Land. Pass. What is this targeting? Oh, the Vivien Reid. Okay.
I lost. It is
Each
what it is.
Ygra is also a food. Yep. Nice. I haven't really given it much thought because we're kind of been focusing on the arena championships, but we are we are invited to it, and we'll do it. But I haven't even looked at a single spoiler. Like I basically said, not gonna do anything until the arena championship is done. I know. Sort of once in a while is fine. I agree with you. It is. Let's wait. You call a lot of things. Ugly is a... Sorry. No. Missing land drops. Not great. Should we still wait one turn? I mean, it's kind of risky, but probably should, right? Kind of have to. Drawing a land means we can not dead after all. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have just played this last turn. Take a big hit here. Yeah, but the problem is the Wistfulness for land. Ah, this is awful. Basic worst case scenario situation. We're at 10. We don't even have the mana. Just dead. Good draws. Not even a hex, just more not dead after all. Alright. This is not the game that we were meant to win, that's for sure. My reasoning for waiting a turn is if, first of all, they didn't have anything besides, like, we took away their creature. My reason for waiting a turn is if we draw an untapped land, we can go Wistfulness into Not Dead After All, and then we can just hardcast the Sunderflock. Race quickly from there. Getting the third land is nice, but it's way better to have the third land to play the Not Dead After All on the Wistfulness. That was my reasoning. The Razorkin was in play when you decided to wait. Well, that was the turn after we waited. We also waited the turn before. But yeah. Sorry, Raph said something that I must have missed earlier after our game. Maybe it was a panic attack. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm going to read that in a moment. Need a sideboard. Not a lot of sideboarding here. Awaken? No, just like shoot the Sheriff and Hex probably. Can take out a Wistfulness. No, Wistfulness is pretty good if they have their enchantment thing. Maybe a Sunderflock. And they're not dead after all. Howdy all, had a crazy morning, woke up at 2 AM to shoulder pain and chest pains, kept waking up with progressive worse chest pains, rushed to the ER to find out nothing was wrong, which is good, but still no idea what happened. Wow, damn fear. And the ER, they said nothing? You think it was a panic attack, Raph? People don't usually wake up from a panic attack though, like, right? It's a thing that you have when you're like conscious. I mean, you can have like a really bad dream, like night terrors or something, but everything came back negative. Yeah. I mean, that is good that everything came back negative. So there's that. Sure. I feel like we should take the Painter Studio here. Never mind. This is gonna be rough. Their hand is not easy to beat. War Leader's Call. Removal for these two. Another discard. Painter Studio. Yeah, I'll take the War Leader's Call. Well, I guess the play is to do this, then, huh? Should probably have Riddlers in this matchup then, if we're playing like this. Just trade. It's pretty tough. Sure. Find a Sunderflock or a Formidable Speaker. Nope. I guess I need that land for Formidable Speaker, don't I? Well, if we can survive one turn, this puts us at 1 technically, so... Well, I guess no, the Needlehead can't attack. So let's say they drew a land. Might be close. Could have been gas, same thing happened to me. Mine didn't have anything to do with going to the bathroom though, it doesn't work. You think it was Acid Reflux? Can we win the race? Try. It's technically lethal next turn, so that was a weird non-attack. Ugh, that's bad. Oh my god. I guess we're dead. Vibrance when you need it. Yeah. I mean, we could have gone for... I mean, this is only 11. That's the problem. Freaking Needlehead. Does so much damage. Yeah, we're dead to fish. Double Fountain Porta Johnny. I like this list, by the way. This looks good. Yeah. That's for sure. The Green Nursery. Hard Skin. The Green Nursery, like the nursery, the one that's being played in all the mono green decks. The Tree Folk? Calling me a Tree Folk? I don't think that's very nice. Maybe I need Starting Town. Kavaero. Maybe it's just like this. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. It's very cute. It's a very cute Tree Folk. So I hear. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'll take a look at it, but... honestly, you're not wrong. I don't know how, but you're not wrong. I see it. It's the smug face. I don't know how, but I have a similarity to a Tree Folk. I learned a new thing today. Should we Kavaero discard? Grab their Ashling? Get rid of a land? Seems fine. Doesn't flip. Draws me a card as a 4/4. Or wait for Emptiness. I still think we do. That is actually the face, yeah. Although I can't really pull that face off very well, but... okay. Is this a good matchup? Seems very bad. Okay. I think we just go for Formidable Speaker here. Discard Sunderflock, grab a Deceit, next turn a Mortuary. See if this resolves. Looks like it does. Might not make it, but I mean, yeah. Yeah. 28 here. Puts us dead to double. Oh, it's probably just game. Alright. So, Long River's Pull main deck, Ashley main deck. I think this one probably comes out. Hex still come out. Harvester come out. Emptiness come out. Some number. Sunderflock probably stay. Ygra stays. Let's do Riddlers. Shoot the Sheriff, Deadly Cover-Ups. Awakens, Soul Guides, Vivien Reid. I mean, maybe these, all the Emptiness come out. Do we want Glarb is the question. Is Glarb worth it? Glarb is probably worth a one of. Maybe even more. I guess I can take out maybe one Kavaero if they're bringing in graveyard stuff just for another Glarb. Alright. Ooh. Transitional sideboard. I'll play 1-5. They're F6 for it. Soul Guide can get the Winter Night Stories here. Then we play Speaker or something. Sunderflock doesn't do a whole lot. Yes, we tutor. Discard a Glarb. Ygra? Feel like it might be Ygra. Kind of everything we need. Nice. Always Ygra? You think it's always Ygra, huh? Ral. Nope. If we lose this game, doesn't look good for us. One. Oh, that's nice of your boss. How are the game? The games are going decent for us, I would say. Decent. Not getting the best of testing because we're playing against decks that are not so much in the format in the tournament. Like, this is not the perfect arena ladder deck. In an open field, I don't like this deck, but it's okay. Still just getting to play some games. There's going to be different types of game patterns that maybe we're going to learn today. So, yeah, testing team would be helpful. Stragility, thank you for the prime. Is AC11 offline or online tourney? It is on Arena, but I can't stream it. It is streamed though by the what's it called? Who's streaming it? Magic is streaming it somewhere on their Twitch, I believe. 4 mana Sunderflock seems fine. I think we want a tactics first though. Oh, thanks, Fidix. Spellpierce, Long River's Pole. Okay, so I was worried about. Hold on 1 second. Let's just grab the crab here. Sure, play Sunderflock. We're under our beginning to watch. I don't know. Is there no way to watch all your games? I am maybe gonna record them. So, but I haven't really given it too much thought if I'm gonna record them or not. Because I should be allowed to record them. This should be game, so we just have Wistfulness here. Uncounterable, kills Sunderflock. Guess you could have crab, but you have to sack to bounce. It's possible, but not very likely. Yeah. Game 3. Game 3. Did I see anything different? Yeah, we talked about the metagame earlier. Basically, we're in the best spot for our deck is like exactly where he wants to be, right? Mono green landfall is less than Simic Rhythm. Hopefully we dodge some Dimir Doomsday decks, but hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah, 11 rhythms pretty high. It's good for us though. We would want it to be higher, right? I mean, we're playing the Squadron Flock, which is great against green, so no worries, Fear. It was at the beginning of the stream, so we can talk about it again. Is Rhythm good versus Lessons? I think Lessons are favored, but it's close. It's very close. It's not like it's not like Lessons beats Rhythm, but they're a little bit favored. Yeah, it does depend on the main deck as well. It's true. Depends on a few different, like, both the Lessons build and the Simic build, but ooh. We've got Awaken. We've got Ygra. It's a sick one. What the 5? That. Pretty cool. We'll discard Ral. Where are, like, we could take advantage of this so badly if this is like very risky to do on turn 2 into our Wistfulness and Deceits, but alright, it is what it is. Didn't play this. They have a discard. Sunderflock. They're just gonna lose to uncounterable Ygra. Is that what it's gonna be? Sounds like any decent green deck. Yeah, I mean the Simic Rhythm deck is quite resilient. Oops. Concede. Yeah. I don't know what that emoji meant, but it doesn't sound good for opponent. I'll take one, I guess. So are they just dead to Ygra Flock here? Play another elemental. Huh. Let's play this for 2. This has a chance of going away. Without you, baby. I'll wait. Don't really think we need to overcommit too much into the. It's just a 4/4, but we won't really do much else. But I don't know. The games can go longer if they sweep the board. This cat has been amazing. I haven't really been reading the chat much. Eximit right now is super well positioned now that it's started to see share in the metagame. It won't be as targeted. Also has super good matches against the top deck. Yeah. It does seem like a pretty solid choice. Alright, against playing around a bounce spell. Probably don't attack with Ygra maybe. Just with both the flyers. Maybe a braid. I can sacrifice the draw, but to gain life. But yep, alright. Forgot we have this card. Like, stopping Sunderflock doesn't really matter. Stopping Crab doesn't matter too much. So, it's just slows me down. Well, it's not, I guess it doesn't slow me down. That's incorrect. It speeds me up, but they have still better late game. Like, Deceit and, you know, Wistfulness, all those cards do matter. But, I don't know. Also, Formidable Speaker gets turned off. Kavaero is just a 4/4. Is it crazy to hit a... No, yeah. Just kill Cobb. Kill the Cobb. Kill the Cobb. What are you thinking? Stop thinking. Stop using your brain. Kill the Cobb. I was gonna say, should I have maybe play Wistfulness to take the Gene, but... Nah. Kill the Cobb. Wow. That's gonna hurt us. Goddamn thing. Guess I have to exile it. Did they draw a card? Wistfulness. Okay. Not the greatest. What if I just kill the Gene Pollinator first? And just force a Lantern out. That doesn't seem bad. I get rid of a blue mana. I think I like that more, actually. And I'll just let them... I'll just throw away a Not Dead after all. Yeah, I think that I like that more. Jimmy! Thank you for the prime? Wait, they let it happen. I guess they have removal or something. Right. Yikes. Alright. Sunderflock time. Go double blue, bounce a Robroid? Yeah, I think we have to. Next do they just not get a stop? Like what? No, they definitely did get a stop. I think they're just allowing it? I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure. I'm not wrong, like, you do get a stop here, right? Like, it's not like we've missed up how this works the entire time. It's definitely a trigger. It's insane behavior. Pretty sure we're not wrong. Oh, the Drew lands, so they get a blocker now. Yeah, they definitely can respond. sack. Creatures you control indestructible. So what's the best play to do then? Block with everything. 5 power. I guess you can't kill, you're just chumping. Attack, I guess. Kavaero. Don't have blue mana. Black. Alright. Probably just gonna grab a demi here, but could also grab a cub, I guess. Let's see. They might be forced to use it. Next to mine. Demi can indeed get flying. And they're at 2. And Wistfulness has a thing. As the wicked. Don't think they care that much about your creatures with overboarding the board. I don't really agree. I think they probably should have sacked it. I think it was too greedy. Wow, they have a flyer. Brutal. Damn. Oh, 2 life, 3 blockers. Can Wistfulness the roll and lethal? How? Can attack. Take 1. Not dead after all. Then Wistfulness the roll. I think that's the best play. You have to block, and then this has to die. Yeah, I think that's the best play here. From the grave to the battlefield. Let's get exiled. Doesn't work. Well, we learned something. Also, it's an opponent controls. Also, it's over anyways, but yeah. But I still messed up. I think I still messed up. Because I could have done it on Kavaero, then sacrifice it. No, I have to attack with this, they block with this. And I put it, they go to 1. Then Kavaero comes back on a cub, it doesn't matter, yeah. We are smarter, but also dead. Yeah, no. Doesn't work. It's okay. No, we were dead anyways. We weren't beating 2 Ouroboros because 1 creature there is lethal. It's gonna be like 40 damage. Last turn they had us almost dead, but this turn for sure. Now we know what not to try. YMCA. Alright, Ygra can come out. Wistfulness can come out. Shoot, Deadly Cover-Ups. Awakens. Maybe Hex. Go down to 2 of these actually. Another one of these. It's gonna be more of a hard cast situation, but this is fine. Turns out chat lethal is not real lethal. No, that's why we watch, right? some play patterns that we'll learn from. So I think that's a win. It's a win in my book. That is a weird one. Haven't seen that card in a long time. See how much discard they have. I mean, I kind of want to save Awaken here. Just discard something. We didn't bring in Glarb? Oh, I definitely should have. Thought I brought in Awaken and Glarb. Okay, that changes things. It's fine though. Whoops. I guess I'll grab a Sunderflock. Definitely changes things. If you had not dead after all, the Kavaero, was there another artifact creature in the graveyard? Exile and Kavaero would have were. Another artifact creature? Yeah, mana. No, I don't think that was. Should have known they would have a Mockingbird for a Robroid. Yeah, probably. Could have played around it. Didn't. We have Ygra in this list, yeah. We've got our Ygra. It's in here and it's been great. Yeah, it's tutor target. It's been really good. It's been the go-to tutor target against lessons. If okay, can we mill something good? No. No, we needed to mill any creature for Kavaero here. Can make Kavaero, discard Sunderflock. They have Soul Guide. If they don't play Soul Guide though, we get to Awaken, discard. It's not terrible. I mean, maybe the play is to just Deceit. Yeah, we can copy Speaker. Then what though? Still costs 4 mana. Copy Speaker, discard Sunderflock, grab a Deceit, and then just win with Deceits. Seems okay. Just hardcast Deceits for the rest of the game. Yeah, I think so. Wait, where's the Speaker? Where'd the Speaker go? Oh, it's not a Speaker. You can have it sacrifice it. That doesn't quite work then. Okay, I guess with the play is to just discard this then. Take away their Soul Guide Lantern. To Shauna. For the Sunderflock. Pretty good hand. Now. Oh, just need to draw some deadly cover-ups or should have brought in Glarb though. That was a mistake. And Riddler probably too. Yeah, like I should know that they have way less. I should take out all the scams for those cards. The 3 scam cards should just be Glarb and 2 Glarbs and a Riddler. Hello. Is it worth discarding? No. Just decline. One Riddler, 3 Overvoids, Huntsman, a Demi, 3 Intrusions, Keen-Eyed, Badger Maul, Innkeepers, Dusk Rose, Unable to Scream, Gene Elf, Resolve, Paw Patch, 1 Prairie, 3 Overvoids. Okay, it's a lot of Hulks and Overvoids. More than most. It might be hard casting Sunderflock this game. I think I want to wait a few turns. I guess I do it because this actually just prevents shenanigans anyways, so. Not just Surrock. They have Get Lost. I just traded to draw a card. It doesn't seem that good. Mockingbird. Because I didn't need to exile those. It's fine though. Brett. No. They're gonna Soul Guide in response to get rid of the Formidable Speaker, and then we get a Surrock. I guess that's fine. Drawing a card is not the worst. And they have to use Soul Guide here, otherwise we grab a Formidable Speaker. Okay. They don't run Rhythm, no. Just submit. You made the other guy from Israel. I don't know. I don't know who that is. So I might be. I have not really communicated with a lot of people that are. So I would say probably not. Patriot, thank you for the Prime. Okay. Let's take out the scams, like I said, and bring in. Do we want a Ygra? We saw Talent. Not Ygra. Sorry, Wistfulness. We saw Talent. We saw Unable to Scream. There's some more value in this. Glarb's good too, though. Yeah, I think I kind of like the way we boarded. Oh, it hits Gear Hulk too. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, we should probably just have all 4. Maybe Emptiness isn't the best one. but goes up in value. Should probably trim a Sunderflock since we took out the scams and Kavaero is not as reliable. And Harvester, Emptiness, removal. Let me just trim a Hex since I have deadly cover-ups. Okay, 1 second. Pee real quick. Let's keep that. Sorry, we're back. Alright, let's not complain about that draw. That's a good one. Tishana does something, but yeah, let's just get rid of Riddler here. We can beat Tishana. Phoenix down is quite slow. It's good with Gear Hulk, but doesn't do a whole lot. Okay. Sure. So Spirit, Zombie. That's annoying. The Awaken, double starting town. I guess we want to play a tap land. I don't want to take 2. I can discard this land to Awaken. This is just gonna. Oh, that works too. This is just gonna get Tishana'd, but. Oh, maybe not. Say we force out. Like, we still get a Sunderflock here, so might not even counter it. Just might just, that's fine too. I just get a 4/4, and then that's cost 2, which is fine. Just a 2-mana 5/5 is kind of good enough. I'm feeling really good about it, Jack. I think it's great. Sure. Yeah, I'm really happy with the choice. Save shoot. I'm not sure. Should I have killed the Phoenix down instead of the Gene Pollinator with the Awaken? Maybe they would have Tidebindered that turn, but sure. Yeah, the late game favors us so much. Could wait on this. Could just play this, bounce Phoenix down, I guess. Just have a 5/5 in play. That seems good too. Yeah, I've been also liking Ygra against Lessons, but specifically a counterable one. Nicer. Sure. Can get back a Gene Pollinator if you'd like, if you got nothing in here. Intrusion on the bounce. Okay. It just doesn't do a lot. Like, these cards just don't do a lot. Tishana, Detect Intrusion, like, just too much unimpactful cards where we're just playing elementals. Seems good. Good luck. Thanks for cooperating. I can keep this. We got removal, we got Wistfulness, and if we draw some lands, we can do it again. Kavaero on Emptiness is kind of nice too against the green decks. It would be really nice if we draw an untapped land so we can go Wistfulness and maybe find a scam. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta do this. Second. This is important. Thank you. I need a phone. Let's do it, I think, to eat it out. Okay, we found a land. We got Formidable Speaker. No scam yet, but honestly, Kavaero, Wistfulness, we draw land. Kavaero, Emptiness is even better. All those are options. Just Emptiness here, take one. Name Elemental still. I think it's no, maybe it's human. We have double Kavaero. Alright, I'll do this. Thank you so much. Okay. Black, blue, black. We're gonna go Emptiness. Emptiness on Cub. So now if I draw a Sunderflock, it is 3 mana, which means that this, we only have 1 mana up for it. Formidable discarding, I guess Deceit? No, maybe Kavaero. No, Kavaero is good because of Overgrown. All right, let's just kill this. Pay 3. Kill you. Yeah, I'll discard Deceit. Our flock. Assemble Squadron Flock. And we also have Kavaero on a Roboroid, so that's a what do we call? What's the nickname for Kavaero on a Roboroid? Foroboroid? Forboroid? I don't know what people are calling it these days. What the kids were calling it. Look, I don't understand your jargon. Superioroids? That's not bad. Steroids. Ooh, got it. Yeah. I mean, still doing this, it's still insane. We can wait, but yeah, this is still insane. Bounce 2 lands to their hands, and then I can still do this next turn and then make the Sunderflock huge. Or it could just play Speaker and another Sunderflock too. I mean, we don't really need to do anything other than... So the problem with if I play Kavaero on a Roboroid, I can no longer play Speaker for Sunderflock. We're stuck on that. So I think we just make the same play, and just go Speaker, discard a Kavaero, and Sunderflock, play a lands. Yeah, oh no, you're just stuck bumping your team. Well, we're forced to. This is lethal next turn with Kavaero. So it's good to take one more turn off, I think. Yeah, sounds rough. Sounds like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place here. That's rough, body. That's rough. Now it's over. What's up, Hearsay? Alright. You're asleep at the wheel? Oh. For misspelling? Okay. As long as you're not driving. It's a figure of speech. How goes the testing? Well, I'm happy with the way, with our deck decision. Locking in yesterday. We pulled the trigger. We were not scaredy cats and played like some mono green deck. Or Simic Cub. Or Doomsday. I made a metagame call and I'm happy with it. Yeah, pretty funny if he's falling asleep at the wheel and still typing. Mistyping too, it's even worse. It's even worse than that. So, what do you guys think about our sideboard plan? Because, I mean, we can't change the cards, but we can definitely change the plan. I think, obviously, Deadly Cover-Up goes in. I feel like Awakens go in too. Glarb go in. And maybe a Riddler. That's a lot of cards. And I think we take out Ygra. Take out a Sunderflock, a Kavaero, and a Speaker, and then we just take out the scams. 1 Wistfulness. Isn't Glarb too slow? We kind of turn into a control deck. And Glarb still blocks. We still have a lot of... We have plenty of removal for their stuff. Especially with Awaken. This gives us good late game. I think I like it. They slow down too because like they have graveyard stuff, right? They need to put it, they need to have Soul Guide Lantern, Sentinel, Keen-Eyed Curator. Also maybe counters. What else did he bring in? Hold on, what does he have? Sideboard. Keen-Eyed Sentinel, Tivar Wistfulness, Oko Vivien Reid, Unable to Scream Soul Guides, 4 copies of Intrusion we might bring in, and a mutation. So he clearly is slowing himself down too. I'm gonna tactics, yeah. Also he moved down to 5, jeez. Jesus. Shouldn't the main deck be perfect for the most popular decks, Simic or Green? Well, they have a sideboard plan though, too, against us. So I would say the mana base is the deck is good game 1, but they slow down post board, and I also want to slow down, and because I'm bringing in deadly cover ups and stuff, I can afford to take out the scams and not just have. So I just sideboard out like 9 cards. It's not as simple as just having the perfect deck, because the decks change post board. You don't have the same games, game 1 and 2. What happens if they don't slow down? Well, you still just have your Sunderflock, like your first plan, Sunderflock Kavaero is great. But by slow down, I mean they have counter spells, and they have graveyard, like, lands that exile, or not lands that exile, but cards that exile and stuff. So if they don't slow down, we just have our plan and it's fine. Taking 1 to deal 2, fine with it. Play it slow here. Mockingbird. It's nice. I mean, do we want to play Cub? It kind of just resets. I think I want to get rid of Cub first. Not give him resetting any kind. Well, I guess we can gain life. Okay, we'll do it that way. Attack for 2. Post Hex. Why is that land flying? Mockingbird. That's why. You missed a Nature's Rhythm for Mockingbird. No, you clearly weren't watching, but that's okay. We forgive you. Discard Harvester? Or do we just let the Harvester honestly just play? Yeah, this seems good. I'll just discard a land here. Grab another Sunderflock. Squadron Flock. Squadron Flock assembled! What's the Ygra tech? The Ygra tech is for control decks, and but it's specifically against lessons. That's what it's for. My body. I'm just gonna play Speaker here, but have a 2/4 in play. Discard Harvester, so we can block if we need to or whatever. But alright, just grab the seat. Feel like uncounterable here is pretty good. Like it's not really the way to win. I think we're muted at this point, but that's fine. We'll get one more card of information before we surveil. Nice. Oh, mamma mia. Okay. Oko can make creatures into flock, true. Or into elementals, yeah. Especially like a Roboroid. That's a pretty nice one. Mutation. Yeah, we just grab mutation, right? I think so. Oh, we're not in the greatest spot here. Actually, not in the greatest spot at all. Yeah, we'll say goodbye to you. Take the on-tap land. And I think we just grab Kavaero here. If we draw Sunderflock, we can discard it. But also there's an Ouroboros here, so we can go Bitter Triumph, kill, and then Kavaero it back. And if not, we can Deceit if we need to, so. Okay. Wonder if it's even correct the play we made. The other option would be to Kavaero, Deceit, bounce Speaker, and discard Riddler. No, I just can't. I have to deal with Ouroboros. We can't leave an Ouroboros in play. It's basically like for 2 turns. It's basically over. What is not dead after all 4? Scam Elementals on turn 3 so we can Sunderflock. Yeah. Pretty nasty. They didn't float mana? They did float mana. They untapped. I think they played fine. They played Riddler. Untapped the Leyline Weavers. Right? Same. Oh no. Don't do that. There's a crazy list from today's MTG. Cub, but with 4 bats, 4 Kavaeros, 3 Deceits, Pog. Nice. But it's playing Ouroboros stuff, or in Formidable Speakers, or what? Foroids. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I remember that, Richter. Played on stream pretty good when the mana works, but you're weaker versus aggro. Yeah, it's just all about, we might just be dead here, by the way. Double Weaver, Nature's Rhythm. I think we are, because Wistfulness in play. Yeah, I think we're dead to Hoof. Indeed, we are, should be dead to Hoof. You can post the link, sure, to chat. Yeah, it's 8, 9. Not great. Yeah, GG. Alright, the Wistfulness makes this a bit more awkward for us. Yeah, this list looks cool. This is a very similar list that we tried, what we called it, Sultai, or Cub Kavaero Cub, Richter built. But, Yeah, it definitely had some mana base issues and some inconsistencies. Because Bat can just be a terrible card if you're like flooding out. Like this deck doesn't have Riddlers, which is like a huge deal. I'll just take 2 here. Get it on the floor, get it on the floor. Are you gonna stream the tournament with a time gap? I can't stream tournament. It's gonna be on Magic coverage. We're not allowed to stream. Punished for not playing Blooming Marsh? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we can't stream, but I might record it. Taking me to talk to my editor. See if it's worth recording, see if it's a good idea. We'll put it on YouTube after. Not even sure we need this land. We just get rid of this land as well. Okay, that's interesting. Sure. I'll ask the chats, the group chats, and see. Or even actually no, I'll ask Jeff. Let's see. Okay. We can go Kavaero, Emptiness, take down a Roboroid, or Bitter Triumph for Roboroid. I feel like I should just Kavaero, Emptiness, make sure we tap properly. That does not fully kill a Roboroid. This costs 3, we have 2 mana up. Yeah, just do this. We'll Sunderflock, bounce the Glarb, bounce theirs. That works even better, I guess. Why Ygra? Ygra is for lessons and good card against control too. No, Wingley, I disagree. I think it's they don't want to take viewers away from the main channel. Because you could do like a 15 minutes, like 10-minute delay is totally fine, is totally reasonable. But if you want to go even higher, you could do 15 minutes. Like it's not. It's just not the reason. Imagine if Glarb was an elemental frog. Man, that'd be nice. Alright, I'm going to game 3 here. Peace. Yeah. This game seemed pretty linear. A little bit. Gotta pee. I'm drinking too much. Too much liquid. Trying to hydrate though. It is important. It's just messy. Like, if they allowed streamers for this event, it might end up being like 100 people streaming this event, and it'll be all over the place. And I don't know. I have to pee. I'll pee after this match. For the AC, I would grab yourself some coconut waters to stay alert. Over water, just normal water. I'll look for coconut water. All right. Look in the stores. No, that I should be able to do. I'm talking to them now about it. No one's answering right now, but okay. I'm gonna ask. Am I allowed to? I'm asking if I'm allowed to. What did we do? They went Riddler. Okay, sorry. So they said that I am allowed to record it as long as I post it after the event is over. What would you change? If you'd bring the deck to ladder? I don't know. I mean, I think that's a ridiculous question. The ladder changes all the time. Like right now, the meta is where it's at. I think the ladder is pretty telling of the meta and is similar. There might be a little bit more Doomsday. I probably just wouldn't play the deck in the ladder. I think it's quite bad against Doomsday. Am I Llanowar elfing? What am I doing here? Yeah, it's just way too unpredictable. I agree. What are we doing here? Play Glarb, play Kavaero. So Bitter Triumph, kill Llanowar Elf? I guess? It's awful. But it stops intrusion. Yeah, the problem I have with this deck in the ladder is it's not good against an open field compared to like a normal Sultai Reanimator deck or just straight elementals. Because Scam is kind of bad against non-green decks, basically. It's also not that good against green decks post-board, so it's like I would just play a version of this that doesn't have Scam, probably. Hope that answers your question. Alright, I guess we're Glarbin. Cavero on Royd. Sorry, I may have been a little bit too harsh on that question. My bad. I was in the middle of having a conversation. If I was, apologies. No such thing as a ridiculous question. Only ridiculous answers. And ridiculous teachers. Don't really want this Kavaero. Starting town Zooks. Confirm ridiculous teacher. Well, not necessarily ridiculous always, but that was not very good of me to do. No one's perfect. Even yours truly. The answer was honest and good. No, it was kind of a cop-out, actually. I still think we tack. No, let's just leave it back. Starting time, we can't do anything. It's gonna be 6 power. I feel like it's worth it to just mill stuff. See if they counter it, or Tishana, or they don't have Tishana. It could be a counter, yeah. Okay. Yeah, now it's even more. Now it makes even more sense to leave it back. An upkeep stop, I guess. Super unlikely that'll matter, but whatever. Mesk. I was reading on how to qualify for AC11 and gave me a headache between the play-ins, the 2-day weekend. I just got confused. Yeah, same. I basically didn't even know how I qualify. I just decided to play a tournament, qualify, keep playing until they tell me not to. Until eventually I qualified. It is quite convoluted. Oh man, I still have to pee, but this game might take longer. See what he discards. Another Robroid? One time. Speaker. Speaker, interesting. Guess I'll make an upkeep stop. Why not? But I like Hex on Cub here. Yeah, seems pretty important. Flock. We can never cast, but we can discard it, play Kavaero, bounce everything except Wistfulness. That's not even good for us. That's actually just actively bad. Yeah, that's actively bad. Alright, could just go Kavaero Speaker. Okay, let's lead with a Hex on Cub. Don't think I need to gain life, although I could. Yeah, you got a counter. Okay. Yeah, let's just grab a Deceit here. Probably. Everything is really big. Kavaero is going to be huge. Sunderflock. Could be Emptiness. Could be Harvester. Yeah, she's probably Deceit. Attack with both. Does force a block here. Alright. Oh, he just concedes. Okay. 1 second, guys. I gotta pee if he shows up to see if we're playing again. Tell him I'll be right back. Oh my god, this hand is... This hand falls apart to a removal spell. I think we still... like game 1, we basically don't really have an option. Can't really do much better than this. Just Hand could be weak if they have a slow start. Or a removal start. Okay, that's fine. I want to draw cards though, right? I guess not necessarily on turn 2. Might just be hard casting this Wistfulness. Never mind. Will I upload a set review? I probably won't make a set review for the event. Like, you'll see content of my early access event, but I haven't even really looked at the list yet. I've just been too occupied with AC11. I'm sure there's some good nutty cards though. All right, we'll do Elemental, one of them. Am I winning, son? Against green decks? Yes. Against Doomsday? Not even a little bit. Am I playing on the AC server? No, just normal. It's not a different server. I was given a god account to play on it. Right now I'm playing on my own account, but just as easy as copy pasta, export our list. Did I hear copy pasta? You did. You heard it right. You heard it here. Oh my god. Are we just dead? I think we are. I guess I'll take a Winter Night Stories. We have to do the qualify. Just play arena tournaments, the qualifier event, make day 2, and then from there do well in day 2. But you can only qualify through arena, which is ideal for us because it's all we play. Hey, we found a card. Hey yo. Also not dead after all to protect it after the fact. Okay. Okay, cooking. Cooking something. Cooking vanilla ice cream. When's the last time you played outside of arena? Wow, it's been years. I guess technically I played at some point when in Italy, but I was just grabbed a deck and played a little bit for like 3 rounds and left the tournament. There's no investment, no knowledge of the format. I barely even counted. I just went to see friends. I don't even count it. But before that, probably since the MPL was disbanded. Or I guess after the MPL was disbanded. Bouncer Harvester. Get your deadly cover up. Bitter Triumph, Bitter Triumph. I think I want to get rid of 1 Bitter Triumph here. Can Speaker for a Ygra. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of curls, biceps, something. Okay. That didn't do well. Maybe we'll do them later. Do want to do like a full set, but alright, we got him down to 9. Or did I find another removal spell? Another 9. Okay. Are you? That dumbbell is not adjustable, no. Alright, it's fine. Not ideal. I threw away this, but whatever. I don't even know if I should, like, having the land in play over that, I think is... This doesn't actually stop the cover up, because they could just take that card, specifically. Okay. Alright. Up a game. Okay. Versus, maybe I don't want any Emptiness with Betrayal, and I just want to do, like, my own Deadly Cover-Up, maybe? No. No. Maybe one copy of Hex is better. Second Sunderflock. Seems the matchup is really hard after boarding. Yeah. Also, game 1 is not easy. Just kind of got lucky, I think. But, I mean, that deck... So, sorry. The Doomsday deck does have draws like that. They just kind of draws cards, draws cards, draws cards, doesn't do anything, and just loses to the board. Like, just takes you too long to develop any removal or find a deadly cover-up, which is basically what happened. Conundrum. I'm curious about this one. I need to save that Scarecrow. I don't even know. Day 1 of the event will include 8 rounds of a modified version of Swiss. That is, players play a round of Swiss until they receive either 6 wins or 3 losses for up to 8 total rounds. Day 2 of the event will feature some number of top 8 16 qualifier matches, depending on how many players reach each. Yeah, I'm sure it's in. I'm sure I could read it. Just haven't. I'm not saying it's impossible to find, I just haven't done it. Can't get to blue mana. Can't get the stock up. Guess we just Wistfulness here. I need to find some lands. Didn't find lands. Not great. I'm gonna copy paste that. Okay. Let's see if we hit. Nice. I was scared we miss. We did not. I can't stream, Raph. Cannot stream it, but I can record if I wanted. So You could just do that. I'll probably end up doing that. Should we start Deceiving here? Or play Glarb? I guess we'll play a Glarb. Find a land? No. I mean, it's not gonna live, but if they go the end, then I mean, that's not Deceiving. That's not the ending Kavaero. They're probably just gonna Betrayal. Butter Triumph, but. Yeah, triple stock up, yeah. I mean, if he does the end, the Glarb, we do draw a card, which is a win here for us. So. Remember, Fear has not seen our hand yet, so he doesn't know about any of these cards. We've only seen his. Play another Glarb, I guess. Try to find another land, I guess. Thank you. Okay. Crap, we don't want any of these cards. Brutal. Okay, I guess we Bitter Triumph and Deceit. Yeah. How do we beat this? Maybe I have to take the Riddler? The Riddler is the only one that really is an advantage. Everything else is just removal. I mean, Avarice is pretty good too, but it's a little on the slower side. Like, the problem is, if I take Avarice, the Riddler is just gonna go online next turn. So I think I have to take the Riddler and just try to find our own. Oh, there's one. Kavaero for Deceit. Or Riddler. Probably just Deceit. Take my Riddler. I think we draw a card anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I just have to find lands here. Okay. We did find lands. So we can play Living Conundrum. Do we play lands? Probably. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it. 39 cards away. 39. This is a 5/5 flyer. It's fine. If they end it, it's way better for us than they end this. I think I do play the land because of Riddler. Almost a 10/10. Yeah, almost there. Getting there. Also, land is good relevant because of Restless Reef. I think it's just worth it. This card should be playable with like Death Touch First Strike. What is this? The power creeps. Okay, better Triumph, kill it. Yep. All right. This will be the ended, but ooh, that's kind of relevant. The one copy. Not that relevant, really, but you and I will fall down. Is it worth the Bitter Triumph not did after all versus the end? Probably yes. Discard everything. Just lose everything we own for this play. I guess so. Maybe this is wrong, actually. Maybe I should have just let it happen and just killed the Kavaero. Is there a difference between going to 5? There's a difference having a land in hand because of Speaker. It is a bit too late now, that's true. That's definitely true. It is a little bit too late. This will work out if they're flooded and they have to chump block. Like, that actually works out very well. Huge. Huge. Yep. Yeah. All right. 11 lands. We got pretty lucky there. There aren't no. It doesn't seem like there are robberies in this matchup. By the way, at least he doesn't have any robberies. He has one Shitong instead. Thank you, top deck. Yeah, I agree. I'll take it.